Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Conquer College Admissions. This is Julie Kim. If this is your first time, please click the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I release new videos every week. So we get tons of emails and DMs and messages asking questions like, I'm in 9th grade, what should I be working on? Or I'm in 10th grade, like what should I work on? And so I thought I would create a series of videos where every video I'll talk a little bit about what you should be working on. And to kick off these series, I am going to start off with 9th grade college admissions checklist. And this is going to be part 1. And in the next week's video, I'll share part 2 with you. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be talking all about what you should be doing as a 9th grade student right now. And also, if you are a sophomore watching this video, don't just leave. There's so much that you could learn from this video because you can kind of get a good idea of like what you should have done as a freshman if you didn't. And so you can actually implement the 9th grade checklist as a sophomore as well. So there is no like a cutoff line, but you should be aware of no matter what grade level you're in, like by 9th grade, this is what I should have done. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing on your checklist as a 9th grade student is that you should have a solid theme for your application. So Ivy League or top tier colleges are not looking for a well-rounded student. So just because you are doing so many different activities, participating in summer camps and programs, that does not qualify you as a competitive applicant. So instead, what are colleges looking for? They're looking for a well-rounded class. So you need to be known for your own set of traits and your own academic and personal interest. So with my students inside our Passion Project Bootcamp program or the Ivy League Formula program, the very first thing that my students do is to work on their theme. How are you going to position yourself as a strong applicant? Because if you don't know where you're going, how do you know what to do on a daily basis or weekly basis or even monthly basis, right? So a theme formula is academic interest plus personal interest plus SPV. S stands for strength, P stands for personality, and V stands for values. So this theme is something that you need to set up by the end of 9th grade. And even if you don't know what you want to study yet, or even if you don't know what your personal interests are, you need a starting point so that by taking action, you can modify them based on your takeaways and reflections and feedback. So having a theme is very, very important. If you don't have a theme for your application, you're basically going nowhere. So that's the very first thing that you want to do. If you want to learn more about how can I really set a strong theme, I highly recommend that you check out my free masterclass. I'll put the link right here. It's www.juliekimconsulting.com/masterclass. And in this masterclass, I share more about how you can create a stronger theme, and I share students' examples of like the really strong and unique themes. And of course, it's not for you to like copy because obviously it's not gonna work. Like whatever my students did, if you just take it and run with it, it's not gonna work for you. But it gives you a good idea of how strong a theme needs to be in order for you to get accepted. So make sure to attend the free masterclass if you want to learn how to strengthen your theme and where to even begin. So one of the concerns as a freshman is that they don't know what they want to do. So the question is, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. And that is actually not the smartest way to view this process, because when you're applying to colleges, you're just sharing with them what is it that you want to study. You don't particularly need to tell them exactly what career path you would like to go into and what kind of engineer you would like to be, what kind of a doctor you would like to be. So it's very important that you take action in getting to know yourself and what you want to do. So this is a perfect analogy that I like to use. So if you've never had Thai food, would you know if it's good or not? Like you would never know whether pad Thai is good or pad see ew is good or whatever. Same thing with other cuisines, right? So this is exactly the same thing here. If you are sitting in your room and wondering like, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know what my passion is. Well, that's because you're sitting in your room not doing anything. you need to take action in order for you to get closer to your academic interests, your personal interests, your strength, personality, and values. Without action, you won't be able to gain clarity, right? And media kind of portrays it like, oh, I found my passion one day. No, you find it because you've been working on it. You've been taking action on it. That's the most important part of this process. So the second thing that you need to check off the list is to take action towards your interest. So by definition, passion is an accumulation of interest, right? So you need to start at your interest. So that is the reason why I help my students work on passion projects and reach out to professors. Because when my students are working on their passion project based on their initial interest, they actually get to take action towards their interest. So it strengthens their interest, it strengthens their passion, it strengthens their values and personality even more. So passion project, yes, it helps you get accepted into your dream colleges. Yes, it helps you stand out, but at the end of the day, it takes you through a series of action that you can take so that you can gain more clarity on what you like and what you don't like. So passion projects have so much more added value than just getting into a college, right? And of course, colleges love action takers because there's so many students who are like, yeah, I'm passionate about social justice, I'm passionate about medicine, but like, they do like the easiest things, or they do things that are just kind of like, oh, I just read a book on it, or I just went to a summer program on it. You need to take action that truly shows how invested you are in this interest of yours and that you want to go above and beyond expectations. So passion projects are so great for that. I also have so many of my students land research positions and intern positions. That's not because they are knowledgeable in that area, but because I teach my students how to approach these colleges and professors in a professional way. And so they actually get to be a part of the research team or a project or a company, and they get to learn with them and get mentored by them. So again, all of the things that I teach my students do, they actually get even more passionate about their interests because they're taking action and that fuels them up, okay? So that's the second thing on the checklist that you want to do, which is to take action, whether it's through passion projects, professor outreach system, or anything else that you can do to really further your interest and turn it into passion. The third thing that you should be doing as a freshman is identifying your weaknesses and strengths when it comes to studies. So as a 9th grade student, it's really important that you master your study techniques and strategies. So when I was a freshman, when I first went into high school, I thought it was going to be very similar to middle school. So I was just kind of like, oh, I'll just do it later. Turns out high school is a totally different game. And I'm pretty sure you agree with me too. So knowing your strengths. So am I a fast reader? Am I a good writer? Am I better when I do things alone? Am I better when I'm doing it in a group setting? So knowing your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to your time management skills and study techniques and subjects and interests, that's really going to help you because not everyone is good at everything, right? So if you can kind of gauge where you're at in terms of your academic abilities and your strength, you can use your strength in many parts of your future classes versus with your weaknesses, you can either supplement them or try not to kind of take classes that are very much within the area of your weakness. So for example, like when I was in high school, I'm not good with labs. My attention kind of spreads and I just feel very frizzled when I'm doing labs. And so because I knew that about me, I didn't take really hard lab classes. And if I had to, I made sure to spend a lot of time and dedication. And just knowing that that was my weakness helped me figure out which classes I wanted to take, and also if I had to take a class, so for example AP Bio, I had to take it, then I made sure to prepare in advance, study in advance, and always be ahead of the game, right? So knowing your strengths and weaknesses in the academic setting is going to be very crucial because it's only going to get harder sophomore year, junior year, and senior year as well. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this video, 9th grade college admissions checklist, part 1. And if you want to learn more about passion projects and our college consulting program and how I help my students get accepted into so many amazing colleges, definitely check out the free masterclass, www.juliekimconsulting.com/masterclass. And I'll be back here with another video on 9th grade college admissions checklist, part 2. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up so I know that you like this kind of content and videos. Bye!